Good morning. Welcome, everybody. This is another example of a Theta Healing belief work session that you can do on yourself. So I'm going to give an example whereby I do Theta Healing belief work on myself. It is to shift limiting beliefs from the subconscious. So it's beliefs that we are often not even aware of that we are having them, but they are constantly influencing us because science has shown that, and that is really much also Joe Dispenza's work, that about 85 to 90% of the decisions that we're making each day are influenced by our subconscious belief system. So we think we are in control, but we are actually not really. The beliefs we hold in our subconscious are having full control of our lives and influence the decisions we are making. So what we are doing with this Theta Healing belief work is we are identifying what limiting beliefs we are holding on to in the subconscious. And then we're going to shift these. Okay, so I'm Susie Valentine. I'm a master Theta Healing instructor. I'm a psychic and I do starseed channeling. Now there's some good news because I took a break from teaching Theta Healing for a while, but I have decided to actually come back. So I'm making a new website. I'm from head to heart that we used to have and used to operate on there. Is going to take a break and we are moving to Susie Valentine. So very soon you will have all the information about the Theta Healing courses there. And we are going to do Theta Healing courses on demand. So if you are keen to do a Theta Healing course with me or Lola, then just reach out to us via email or via WhatsApp. The phone number is on the website, susievalentine.com, and we can set something up together. All right. Today, I found some more beliefs around extraterrestrials, actually. So I'm just going to test those. Okay. All right. So I'm going to start with zipping up my energy field and testing my yeses and my nos. Yes, yes, yes. No, no, no. Just want to make sure I test accurately, right? Okay. Just give me 1 second. Yeah. All right. So then the first belief that I'm testing is on any level in any language, extraterrestrials will invade the earth. Say yes. Now, consciously, I know they won't. But subconsciously, I have a belief there. So I need to shift that to not start attracting that, right? Because the beliefs we hold has a certain vibration. And that's what we start attracting in our lives very often without even knowing it. That's the same with the positive beliefs. They also have a certain vibration, and we also start attracting them because the vibration that each of the beliefs have is being sent out, and we are radiating that vibration. Does that make sense? All right, the next belief. On any level, in any language, I will be heard when I'm happy. Yeah, on any level, in any language, I'm afraid for the spiritual messages that I will get. Yeah. And this is like, I've been doing this work for years. It doesn't mean that every time you grow, you upgrade, you raise your vibration, you're going to get to another level. You're going to go outside of your comfort zone. And some of these beliefs can kind of not necessarily come back, but they might be activated or might be relevant for that new level. So just be aware of that. Every time you grow, some of these beliefs can kind of resurface again. On any level, in any language, I'm afraid for the messages I will receive from extraterrestrials. Yeah. On all levels, in all languages, it's safe for me to work with extraterrestrials. That's no. On all levels, in all languages, I have discernment about which extraterrestrials are the right ones for me to work together with or to be in contact with. And that's also no. So I know what to work on. I'm going to shift these beliefs. Okay. So basically the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to connect to the theta brainwave. I'm using the Theta Healing modality for this. And after that, I'm just going to first clear the space. If you'd like your space to be cleared, you can say yes to that. And then I'm going to do a scan of my energy field to see what's going on in my energy field. And then I'm going to do the digging questions. Digging to the bottom belief, seeing what is the belief that's underneath all these beliefs that keeps this current beliefs, the ones that we tested, in place, right? So we need to find that bottom belief that holds everything in place. Once we've found that, I will test it. And then I will do what we call secondary gains and lessons. So a bottom belief is only being held on to because we are gaining. My subconscious is gaining something from it. So once I identify how that bottom belief is helping me, then I can do Theta Healing downloads and feeling downloads to disconnect the two, that I can keep the positive without needing to hold on to the negative belief. Maybe that doesn't make sense? And then we're doing the lesson. So what am I learning from this experience? What am I learning from holding on to these beliefs? And once I can complete the lessons, then the belief just collapses because I don't longer need it. So my subconscious will let go of it. And then all the beliefs that are stacked onto that are linked to that, so going back to the top beliefs that we just tested, will also collapse and disappear because we no longer need them. Okay, it's a beautiful process. It's a super powerful process. Let's get started. So I'm going to take a deep breath. I will do it guided so you guys can join. Usually I would do this in my head. Okay, because it's a lot easier to hold the theta brainwave when you actually have your eyes closed and you're not talking. So that's what I'd usually recommend people when they practice Theta Healing, to do it in their heads. Okay, so take a deep breath and relax. Close your eyes and allow the energy to come up from the earth through the soles of your feet. Up your legs, your hips, all the way up. So your upper body, your neck, your head, to the top of your head. And then you're going to imagine a beautiful ball of light above your head. And this ball of light might have a color, but you can still see through it. Beautiful. And then this ball of light goes high into the sky. It goes past the moon and the stars, past the universe. And then imagine that the ball of light goes through layers and layers of light. Many bright lights, a few darker lights, and many, many more bright lights. Then it goes through a golden light. That's the realm where the angels and the ascended masters reside, the fifth plane of existence. Keeps going up through a jelly-like substance that shines in all the colors of the rainbow. These are the laws of the universe that keep the laws in harmony. You keep going through them, and then you go through a pink mist, the law of compassion, which guides you into a sparkling, beautiful white light. You go deeper and deeper into this energy. It's light, but it's still got essence. This is the seventh plane of existence. The creator of all that is, pure unconditional love energy. You open up your bubble of light and you become one with this beautiful unconditional love and creation energy. Very good. Now, with your permission, I'm going to go and clear the energy field to everybody. If you like that, you can say yes. And I'm just going to say, creator of all that is, it's requested to cleanse everybody's energy field and fill it up with unconditional love in the highest and best way. Thank you. It's done. It's done. It's done. Show me. If you're a Theta healer, you can witness this yourself. Otherwise, I can witness it for you. Oh yeah, there's definitely quite a bit of energy being released here. And this also works when you're watching the replay. It's energy work. It's powerful. There's no time that like limits with energy work. Beautiful. Okay. Now the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to do a scan of my field. And you can do the same if you want to. It's very fun. It's very easy. So you can just say, create all it is. It's requested to do a scan of my energy fields in the highest and best way. Thank you. It's done. It's done. It's done. Show me. You can say that in your head, and then you just gently go from that 7-plane energy to your own field. You do a scan of your head and of your shoulders, your upper body. When you do a scan, you want to go all the way to your toes, right? Because everything is interconnected. Okay, and once I'm done, I'm going to ask Creator, what's the first question to get to the bottom belief that are holding my top beliefs in place? Okay. And then the first question that I'm hearing from Creator is, when were you first afraid? When did the fears for extraterrestrials start? I'm really going to feel into that for a moment. Feels like this was in a parallel reality, and it was like an intergalactic war going on. I see kind of a surface of a planet, and it was very peaceful, but there was like a tense energy. There was a bit of a fear energy. It felt like that planet had been neutral, and now at once it kind of like got all these spaceships attacking it or coming to that planet that is attacking it. Okay, and by the way, I know this is not for everybody, and that's also completely okay. So if it doesn't resonate with you, just move on to another channel. If it resonates with you, then take the benefit that you can get from this, right? Okay. So I'm just going to check in with creating. And now I hear from Creator, are you sure they came to attack you? And it felt like an attack. So we got our armor out to fight back. But I keep hearing from Creator, are you sure this was an attack? And what's coming within me is like, maybe we responded a little bit too quickly. Maybe we made assumptions around it that might have not been completely right. Because I'm seeing an image that all these crafts are flying very quickly towards our planet. And they're kind of coming in and out of like, they're zapping in and zapping out, zapping in, zapping out. But there is some kind of feeling within me, like, have we acted too early? Have we made an assumption that might have not been true? So I'm just going to connect back to Create and ask what the next question is. So Create is like, why did you respond so quickly? It was fear for attack, fear for not surviving. So the fear took over. And what's the worst that can happen when fear takes over? You can't see clearly anymore. Like, you get a cloud of judgment. And what's the worst that can happen when you have a cloud of judgment? When you make the wrong decisions. You make decisions that are not in alignment with your heart, not in alignment with your true authentic self. So then Creator, what's the worst that can happen if you lose your true authentic self and you're not making decisions with that are in alignment with who you really are, with your true energy. Then I feel like I've lost myself, I've let myself down. I feel my throat is really like blocking up. I'm not able to express myself anymore. I'm unworthy of expressing myself because I lost myself. I think that's the one I'm going to test. So, yes, yes, yes. No, no, no. On any level, in any language, I'm unworthy of expressing myself because I lost myself. Yeah. All right. Let's write that one down. That's an interesting bottom belief. All right. I'm going to feel into it if there's a little bit more there if we are at the bottom. And I go a little deeper. Okay. So sometimes there's like a deep belief that you feel you want to test, but you might not necessarily be at the bottom. And that's okay. Then that's why you always need to check with Creator, right? Is this the bottom belief? Is there anything more? And if there's anything more, then you just need to go a little deeper. Okay. So I'm unworthy of expressing myself because I lost myself. Now I hear Creator say, like, who are you if you've lost yourself? Like, I'm nobody and nothing. And then I see like a picture of a phoenix. And then I'm like getting this feeling of like, I need to lose myself in order to like rebirth. So now I'm asking Creator, is this my bottom belief? And I hear absolutely. So I'm going to write that one down as well. So I need to lose myself in order to rebirth. I don't know if rebirth is the right wording, but it's almost like in order to rise, in order to grow, in order to be my authentic self. Maybe it's like I need to lose myself in order to become my authentic self. Let's just test a few things here again. Okay, so I'm zipping up. Am I closing my energy field? Yes, yes, yes. No, no, no. Always testing in advance to make sure I'm testing accurately. And then on any level, in any language, I need to lose myself in order to rebirth. Okay, yeah. And then on any level, in any language, I need to lose myself in order to live and be my authentic self. It's also yes. Okay. So, I think we're ready to shift this stuff. Because even though it might be in the subconscious, I no longer need to hold on to this. All right, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to check in with Creator, and then I'm going to focus on secondary gains and lessons next, yeah? I don't just want to pull this belief because this belief has built in my subconscious for a reason, and if I just pull it out and replace it with something else, it doesn't mean it has addressed like the reason why it has been created initially. And if we haven't addressed that, then it can like regrow again. So I don't want that. So that's why I want to do the secondary gains. How is it helping me? What am I learning from it? So I'm cleaning up everything instead of just giving it a quick wipe. Yeah. All right. Just checking in with Creator. What's next? Okay. How does it help me? How does it serve me to hold on to the belief that I need to I need to lose myself in order to rebirth or in order to be my authentic self? It's almost like that's the way it goes, right? That's the way it goes. So I have a definition of that needs to happen in order to be able to grow, in order to be able to like be more of my authentic self. So I feel that what I need here is actually a definition from Creator's perspective of what being your authentic self feels like. So that's what I'm going to ask Creator to do. If you would like the downloads that I'm giving myself as well, you can just say yes to receive them. Also, when you're watching the replay, then you receive them as well. If you don't want them, just don't say anything or say no, then you won't get them. Okay. So I'm going to ask Creator what the Creator's highest definition and feeling of what being your authentic self feels like is, and how to live that. Okay. And for each download that I do, if you want them, you have to say yes to each download that you want, because everything is based on free will. Okay, when I witness these downloads going into my field, it's not going in so easily. It's feeling a little bit stuck when I witness this going in, and it's feeling stuck around my heart chakra and around my chest area. I'm just going to explore, why is it not going in easily? Okay. There's some vows, oaths, and energetic contracts that stop me from being my authentic self. And that's a self-protection. I got them for self-protection. So I'm just going to ask Creator to complete any vows, oaths, energetic contracts that stop me from being my authentic self, and show me that it's allowed to be my authentic self, and what it feels like to be my authentic self and still be safe and still be protected. Yeah, to shift this energy. And now it flows very easily. Like I saw a lot of heavy energy coming out, and now it flows very easily all the way through my body. The only way where it flows not so easily into my body is actually in my right leg. Now my right leg is actually like the masculine energy, and it's like it feels like it needs to be in control, and it feels like it can't be in control of like this authenticity energy. So I need to do some downloads around that. I'm just going to check with Creator what the right downloads are. And the Creator show me the highest perspective of like what it feels like to be in control. Because Creator's like, being in control isn't like holding the reins very tight. Being in control isn't like making sure you control every single piece. Being in control, the true definition of being in control is like growing your level of trust so strongly that through your trust, you know how you can steer situations. You know that you can use your energy to direct situations, and you know it always happens in the right, highest and best way for everybody. That's the real definition of control. Trust is required very strongly. So I'm just going to trust that, and I'm going to ask Creator to show me what that feels like. And if you like that, you can have that as well. And that is safe for me, that level of control, like the deep, deep trust and the knowingness that is safe for me. and that is allowed. And what that feels like, how to live that, how to be in that way. Oh. Okay. So actually it's flowing through my right leg now, so that's very good. It's still stuck a little bit in my feet. And the previous downloads I didn't want to go through before are going through now. And it's being stuck in the middle of my feet, towards like the rounding at the front. So I'm just checking in what that is. And it's like, if you're being able to be fully trusting, fully live your authentic self, there's no reason for you to be on earth anymore. So let's do some downloads around that, right? Like every time there's like little bits, this is how ThetaHealing belief work sometimes work, that every time there's another layer and another layer and another layer, and when we just do the ThetaHealing downloads, this will shift and it will all go to balance. Okay, I'm just checking in with creative all that is again to see what is there. What is holding this in place? Okay, so can we complete and evow those energetic contracts for myself? That I need to leave the earth when I live fully in balance, when I live my authentic self, when I am my authentic self, I can express it. Yeah, can we complete that through the creator and show what it feels like to be my authentic self, live my authentic self, fully trust in life, while still having free choice to decide when I'm going to be on earth, how long I'm going to be on earth, and when my soul wants to move on, so that there is a choice without there being an obligation. Must create to shift that, bring in this new energy. Okay. That's beautiful. Now it flows very easily through my body. My energy is a lot more balanced, a lot more stable, and a lot lighter. Okay. So what's next? I hear lessons. So we've done the secondary gains. Now we're going to move into the lessons. So just going to go back to the 7th plane, check in with creator, do a little rinse to make sure all other energy that we just cleansed and cleared is being like, is properly like rebalanced and cleansed. What are the lessons from this session? What have I been learning from this situation? Definitely trust, the virtue of trust. It also feels like what being feels like, what being your true self and your authenticity feels like. So trust, authenticity. Also feels like higher guidance. I'm just seeing like this picture of like the intergalactic war again. And it's like, what would have happened if you trusted? What would have happened if you allowed the higher guidance to guide you? So it's almost like, instead of higher guidance, I'm going to shift that to creator guidance. Yeah, so can the creator show me what creator guidance feels like? And creator guidance is the same as God guidance, right? Creative all that is the same energy as God, is the same energy as Allah. It's the energy that is connected to everything. It's there for all of us. Yeah. I'm going to do a few more downloads. If you like them, you can say yes. So can the creator show me what this creator guidance feels like, what the God guidance feels like, and that this is safe? And how to trust that with discernment. Yeah. So that I can discern what that real unconditional love energy is. What that feels like. Beautiful. When I breathe, I directly feel like the energy is flowing lighter, right? And there were a couple of other lessons that I was learning, which was trust, being, and authenticity. So I'm just going to ask Creator what it feels like to trust, to be, and to live my authentic self and that energy of authenticity. So I'm going to ask Creator to give Creator's definition of that, the feeling of all of these things, how to integrate this easily in my life, and how to live this whilst being in balance, whilst being at peace, and how to do that and what that feels like. If you like that as well, you can say yes to that. Mm. Mm. So I'm going to ask Creator now to complete the lessons of trust, being, authenticity, and Creator guidance or God guidance. So that I've learned and completed this aspect of these virtues. The virtues have a lot of different aspects. So every time you learn a virtue in like a deeper way, with this perspective, we have completed now. Okay. So now I feel like I need to go back to the parallel reality where that war was and see what how the energy has changed there. And now I'm seeing myself as like one of the elderly sitting there, and all these are coming, and everybody's gonna starting to panic and getting the armor out. And I'm sitting there meditating. I'm really letting that guidance come through me. And it's like, stop. Don't do this. Let's connect. Let's feel into this. And it's like everybody starts meditating, and the vibration gets so high that the other spaceships that are coming to the planet are almost like the energy is so high that they're just like reversing and turning back. That's what I'm being shown now. And it's like the vibration was too high to do anything. So what I'm actually also really learning here is there's no need to fight. The real protection is raising our vibration, being in that energy of unconditional love, allowing others to be who they want to be who they feel like they need to be, so they can live their journey. But at the same time, the biggest protection, is forgiveness, is loving, is being your true self from this pure energy. And that is powerful. That is an incredible energy of safety and protection. So I'm just seeing like, is there anything else I need to know? And it's like, that's complete for now. Amazing. And it's like there's almost like this very strong energetic force field around the planet that makes them almost like invisible to the lower vibrations. It doesn't attract any lower vibrations because it's so high. Wow, that's very, very interesting, especially like with some of the things that are going on in this world, right? And maybe we don't need to fight to resolve things. Maybe we can just go within and really raise our own vibration, really move into the energy of acceptance and unconditional love. True higher guidance from like the unconditional love perspective, from Creator's perspective, from God's perspective. And allow that to come through us. Allow that to guide us. Raise our vibration, and that spreads peace, right? Okay, so this feels complete for now. I'm just going to do a cleanse of the energy. So if you'd like for me to also cleanse your energy field, that would be very helpful, because you never know what kind of like gets triggered. So doing like a cleanse of your energy field, if you'd like that, I just say yes, and I will do that for you. I'll ask Creator to do that for you. Beautiful. It's actually like a lot of your energy fields are balanced, are a lot lighter than at the start. Very nice. We fill it up with unconditional love energy and self-empowerment energy. And we give you the download of what it feels like to be self-empowered, if you'd like that. And that you're allowed to be self-empowered and that it's safe to be self-empowered without needing to fight, but to be self-empowered from this energy of unconditional love. Yeah. Beautiful. The energy is cleansed. Then I make sure, if you joined this, go back to the 7th plane, this beautiful unconditional love energy, and do a good energetic rinse there, sparkly shower there. To rinse the energy off, to make sure you're completely cleansed. Beautiful. And then you can draw up energy from the earth to the soles of your feet and fill up your entire body to the top of your head with unconditional love and grounding energy of Mother Earth. Witness that completely filling up your body. Then take a deep breath. Open your eyes and do an energy break. Energy break is your right hand, thumb down, left hand, thumb up. Rub your hands together. Your left hand pushes the energy away and your right hand pushes the energy towards you. And then you zip up like you just do from the ground. And that's just closing your energy field. Okay, we're ready to test. All right, so I'm just zipping up my field. Yes, yes, yes. No, no, no. Okay, I'm testing accurately. Then the first beliefs that we tested, we're starting with the bottom beliefs. You can choose whatever belief you want to start with. The aim is to have them resolved all anyway. So on any level, in any language, I need to lose myself in order to rebirth. That has shifted to a no now, so that's great. So I can kind of rebirth, grow, live more of who I am without needing to lose myself. On any level, in any language, I need to lose myself in order to live and be my authentic self. That's also now perfect, so that has shifted. So now cross these off. And then on any level, in any language, I am unworthy of expressing myself because I lost myself. That's also a no now, so that's gone. Very good. So let's go back to the top beliefs. On any level, in any language, extraterrestrials will invade the earth. That's a no now. Very good. On any level, I'm hurt when I'm happy. That's also no. Perfect. On any level, in any language, I'm afraid for the spiritual messages I will get. Also no. On any level, in any language, I'm afraid that the messages I will receive from I'm afraid for the messages I will receive from extraterrestrials. Also no. On all levels, in all languages, it's safe for me to work with extraterrestrials. That's a yes now, so that has also shifted. And on all levels, in all languages, I have discernment about which ETs are the right ones for me to work together with and to be in contact with. That's a yes now. So all the beliefs have shifted to the way I'd like them to be positive and empowering. So that is this Theta Healing belief work session, self-belief work session complete. We have cleansed the energy field, we've grounded, we have tested the beliefs. I feel good, I feel balanced, so I know this is complete. If you enjoyed this, then please give the video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. We will do this every Thursday morning, live session at 7 p.m. On Mondays, we have the psychic readings, free psychic readings at 12 p.m. UK time. And if you are keen to learn this modality yourself or further grow in this modality and you're keen for some Theta Healing courses, go to Susie Valentine, message me what course you'd like to do and we can schedule something together. All right, have a wonderful day and see you next week. Bye-bye.